your psychiatrist? Does he beat around the bush? What's he prescribing you? Lexapro, Xanax, it barely lets you function, but you can at least manage a dose to dull the panic. But now you never smile. The kids can't get you to play, so they feel like they're on trial.
What's up, everybody? I'm Skullz, and today we're going to be listening to You Bring Out the Worst in Me by Limp Bizkit. We're now crossing over into the halfway point of this album. So far, now that I've had some time to digest it, I'm really enjoying it. I do have a few gripes, but I'm going to wait till I get to the end of the album to see where it kind of lands, see if it can recalibrate itself. But overall, really solid album. I honestly have been kind of struggling to get the energy to do these videos recently, but this album has given me a nice push. But last song we had Don't Change, which was pretty much a ballad. It was very like lighter in the air kind of song. So if I was arranging an album at this point, I would probably want to start bringing in the heaviness again just a little bit. Don't want to dial it up to something like Dirty Rotten Biscuit. I would choose to put something here that was a little bit more ambient, less power chords, and just kind of build back up to that hype. But who knows what they'll do. I mean, I wasn't expecting the last song at all. That was really different for them. But I'm curious to see where this goes. I'm hearing that the first half was really the best half, and then it kind of like dies out a little bit. I'm a glass half full guy, especially with bands I really like. So I'm still going in excited and curious, mostly, what they're gonna do. We're just gonna hop into this, but first, if you're new here, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot.
It's Halloween, and I'm your ghost. I promise to haunt you the most. When love is dead, your heart went black, and I promise you I'm coming back.
I've been calling it, bro. I've been calling it. In terms of pacing, I've been calling that shit. This one's a little bit more upbeat than the last one, but it's still kind of chill and mellow. It's got a nice cold texture to the whole thing, which goes really well with the whole Halloween thing. It has a very ghoulish, not a ghoulish, but a very ghostly feel to it. I like that Wes is using harmonics here. I haven't heard harmonics the entire album, I don't believe, from him. So I like the mixture of techniques.
When you're all alone, be prepared, 'cause you might hear me. When you sleep, I will be inside your dreams, inside your strength. Everything was perfect, nothing felt so perfect, even when you hurt me.
I'm sorry, that was extreme. That went from 0 to 100. This one's giving me Eat You Alive vibes, but it's somehow less creepy. Probably because Eat You Alive had this sexual kind of creepiness about it, but it has that same kind of arc where it's like you bring out something extreme in me.
Every time I bleed, why are you always thirsty? Why you always curse me? You put a knife in me, all for nothing. Carve me like a pumpkin, always for nothing. When you sleep, I will be inside your.
I'm sorry, that line kind of sucked me out. That was a little bit cringy. See, that's the type of stuff I wish Fred wouldn't do. Like, even if he's self-aware and he's just being self-deprecating and everything, like, it still doesn't rub right for some reason. But what I really am liking about this song is Sam. His bass sound, it's just so smooth in this. Fred's just got to lay off some of those pumpkin lines. Like, I was okay with all of the Halloween references and the ghosts and all that. Like, all that was good, but something about that was just off. That was a dad joke. That was such a dad joke. Is it just me, or was Fred sounding a little bit like Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon? I know they did plan on working together. I don't think I'm crazy there. This is totally Bring Me the Horizon. So that was You Bring Out the Worst in Me. That song was just okay. There were a lot of things I liked about it, but it felt genuinely unfinished. Like, that entire bridge part, I was waiting for something to happen, and just nothing happened. Like, there's a really good foundation in that song. There's real nice harmonics, and there's a really nice vibe. The way Sam Rivers is playing high on the bass, and even the contrast between the verse and the hook is really cool. And it's even more polarizing since this is the first time Fred screamed on the album. But yeah, the second verse, it felt like he started rambling on a little bit. I think halfway through it, they could have done something to kind of add another layer onto it. But it just felt like it was just floating, and it wasn't progressing, and it was just rambling almost. And then when that same feeling carried over to the bridge, that's where it started to kind of fall apart a little bit for me. It would have been one thing if it was just the second verse dragging on a little bit, but then they had like 8 measures where just nothing was really happening. And honestly, that's been kind of a disappointment so far this album. I feel like their bridge sections are missing. Like, I remember on Significant Other, like almost every song had like a crazy bridge section. Rearranged last half was awesome. Nookie, Break Stuff, I'm Broke. Like, all those songs had awesome bridge sections. They were the best parts of the songs. And some of the songs on here so far have felt like they died out by the last half. Even my favorite one off the album so far, Dirty Rotten Biscuit, like, it's not that the bridge died out, it's just the song was so hype, and then it got to the bridge, and then it pulled back really hard, and then it built back up. Maybe that's a product of just age. I know Fred's probably not screaming on this album for a reason. I know he's getting older. He's probably not trying to butcher his voice like that. I know at that age, I would probably want to be kind of chilling out a little bit more and not putting so much strain on my vocal cords. And also, they're just not as big as they used to be back in the day, and they have their own projects going on, so maybe they're just not rehearsing and practicing and coming up with the songs as hard as they were back in their glory days. But either way, this one just kind of felt unfinished for me. But alright everyone, that's the video. I appreciate you dropping in and hanging out with me. If you haven't already, again, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and like always, I look forward to the next one. Peace.
If we gave it time, maybe we'd be fine.